Dubai International Airport is the primary international airport serving Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and is the world's busiest airport by international passenger traffic. It is also the busiest airport in the Middle East, the second busiest airport in the world by passenger traffic, the busiest airport for Airbus A380 and Boeing 777 movements, and the airport with the highest average number of passengers per flight. In 2023, the airport handled 87 million passengers and 1.81 million tons of cargo and registered 416,405 aircraft movements. Dubai International Airport is situated in the Al Garhoud district, 2.54 nautical miles, 4.70 kilometers, 2.92 mi, east of the city center of Dubai and spread over an area of 7,200 acres, 2,900 ha, of land. Terminal 3 is the third largest building in the world by floor space and the largest airport terminal in the world. In July 2019, Dubai International Airport installed the largest solar energy system in the region's airports as part of Dubai's goal to reduce 30% of the city energy consumption by 2030. Emirates Airline has its hub airport in Dubai International, DXB, and has its own Terminal 3 with 3 concourses that they share with FlyDubai. The Emirates hub is the largest airline hub in the Middle East. Emirates handles 51% of all passenger traffic and accounts for approximately 42% of all aircraft movements at the airport. Dubai Airport is also the base for low-cost carrier FlyDubai, which handles 13% of passenger traffic and 25% of aircraft movements at DXB. The airport has a total capacity of 90 million passengers annually. As of January 2024, over 8,000 weekly flights are operated by 100 airlines to over 262 destinations across all inhabited continents. Over 63% of travelers using the airport in 2018 were connecting passengers. In 2014, Dubai International indirectly supported over 400,000 jobs and contributed over $26.7 billion to the economy, representing around 27% of Dubai's GDP and 21% of the employment in Dubai. Due to the announced expansion of Al Maktoum Airport on 28 April 2024, Dubai International Airport will be shut down once Al Maktoum Airport expansion will be completed. History. The history of civil aviation in Dubai started in July 1937 when an air agreement was signed for a flying boat base for the aircraft of Imperial Airways with the rental of the base at about 440 rupees per month. This included the guards' wages. The Empire flying boats also started operating once a week, flying east to Karachi, mostly direct from the UK, and west to Southampton, England. By February 1938, there were 4 flying boats a week. In the 1940s, flying from Dubai was by flying boats operated by British Overseas Airways Corporation, BOC, operating the horseshoe route from southern Africa via the Persian Gulf to Sydney. Construction of the airport was ordered by the ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Rashid bin Zayed Al Maktoum, in 1959. It officially opened on 30 September 1960 with its first airfield, at which time it was able to handle aircraft the size of a Douglas DC-3 on a 1,800-meter long, 5,900 feet, runway made of compacted sand. 3 turning areas, an apron and small terminal completed the airport that was constructed by Costain. In May 1963, construction of a 9,200-foot, 2,800 meters, asphalt runway started. This new runway, alongside the original sand runway and taxiway, opened in May 1965. Together with several new extensions were added to the terminal building, hangars erected, and airport and navigational aids were installed. The installation of the lighting system continued after the official opening and was completed in August of that year. During the second half of the 1960s, several extensions, equipment upgrades like a VHF omnidirectional range (VOR) and an instrument landing system (ILS), as well as new buildings, were constructed. By 1969, The airport was served by 9 airlines serving some 20 destinations. The inauguration was on 15 May 1966 and was marked by the visits of the first big jets of Middle East Airlines and Kuwait Airways Comets. 27. The advent of wide-body aircraft required further airport development in the 1970s, and plans for a new terminal, runways, and taxiways capable of coping with international flights were drawn up. The construction of a new terminal building consisting of a 3-story building 110 m, 360 feet long and included an enclosed floor area of 13,400 square meters, 144,000 square feet. A new 28 meters, 92 feet, control tower was also constructed. 28. Expansion continued in the early 1970s, including ILS Category 2 equipment, lengthening the existing runway to 12,500 feet, 3,810 meters, installation of a non-directional beacon, NDB, diesel generators, taxiways, etc. This work made handling the Boeing 747 and Concorde possible. Several runway and apron extensions were carried out through the decade to meet growing demand. 29. The new precision Category 2 approach and runway lighting system was commissioned in 1971. The construction of the airport fire station and the installation of the generators were completed in December of that year and were fully operational in March 1972. The ruler also commissioned and inaugurated the long-range surveillance system on 19 June 1973. 30. With the expansion of the airport fire services, it became necessary to find more suitable accommodation. A hangar-style building was made available for their use at the end of 1976. This building was strategically located midway between the runway ends to facilitate efficient operations. Additionally, a new building was constructed to house the airport maintenance engineer, electronics engineering section, and stores unit. Expansion and refurbishment of the airport restaurant and transit lounge, including a new kitchen, were completed in December 1978. The next phase of development included the construction of a new runway, which was completed 3 months ahead of schedule and opened in April 1984. This runway, located 360 meters north of and parallel to the existing runway, is equipped with the latest meteorological, airfield lighting, and instrument landing systems, giving the airport a Category 2 classification. Several extensions and upgrades were also made to the terminal facilities and supporting systems. On 23 December 1980, the airport became an ordinary member of the Airports Council International. The decline of Karachi Airport is often attributed to the traffic Dubai diverted from it. During the 1980s, Dubai was a stopping point for airlines such as Air India, Cathay Pacific, Singapore Airlines, Malaysia Airlines, and others traveling between Asia and Europe that needed a refueling point in the Persian Gulf. This use was later made redundant with the availability of Russian airspace due to the breakup of the Soviet Union and the advent of longer-range aircraft introduced in the late 1980s and early 1990s, such as the Airbus A340, the Boeing 747-400 and the Boeing 777 series aircraft, which had the range to fly between Europe and Southeast Asia non-stop. 31. British Airways flights from Islamabad to Manchester also stopped for short times during the 1980s.